Hey there, yoga goddesses. How are you? Happy day one of the yoga reboot challenge. I'm so excited that so many of you are joining. It's really awesome to have you all on board and a part of this because the more of you there are, the more energy that there is around it. So it's always really exciting. Today we are doing an energizing yoga practice. Hey, can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you just type something in the comments like, yeah, I can hear you? Thank you for the thumbs up, though. I appreciate that. Okay, good morning. You must be able to hear me. Awesome. I just want to make sure before I start doing the yoga flow. So today we're doing an energizing yoga practice. And the task is for today, for the challenge. Okay, good. The task is for you to, hi, Mandy. Good morning. Good morning, Tammy. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks everybody who's watching live and also everyone who's watching the replay. I know not everybody's able to watch it live, so it's totally fine if that's the case. I don't want you to get stressed out about it if you can't join live, okay? So throughout the week, I'll be doing 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just on the weekends, it's 9 a.m. because I want to let you guys sleep in a little bit. Okay, so the task for today, hey guys, thanks for hopping on. Hey Melissa, hi Kelsey, yay, good morning. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. So the task of the day is you have two choices. I know not everybody wants to take a picture of themselves and put it on social media, and I totally get that. It's okay. Hey Elisa, thanks so much for jumping on. Hey Melissa. So you have two choices. Today we're going to go over a pose within our flow that's called side plank. It's also called Vashisthasana. So I'm going to give you a couple different variations. I'll give you a beginner or more gentle variation that still has a lot of benefits of strengthening. And then I'll show you a more advanced variation. So then you'll have some ideas of what you could take a picture of yourself in. And it's called side plank. And so I will post in the group what else you need to like put in the picture. So yeah, you're going to put the picture up of that or of your yoga space. So you could just take a picture of like that would be fine. Or maybe you have a setup, something like that I have by my window, something like that. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, but take a picture of either your yoga space or of your Vashisthasana or side plank pose, which we'll go over today, okay? So don't worry about it. And again, I'll give gentler, easier variations. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And if you can do the more advanced variations, but you're just not feeling it today, then just do the gentler variation. Okay, so with that picture, you want to post hashtag yoga reboot challenge. I'd also put just hashtag yoga reboot just to be on the safe side. The more the merrier. And at Crystal Gray Yoga, moi, at Manduka Yoga, and you don't have to write this down, I'll put it in the comments, at Herbivore Botanicals, and at Booty Box. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're tagging all of our sponsors, our amazing, amazing sponsors. We're so lucky, aren't we, that we have all these. I mean, come on, $100 to Manduka, you guys, that can get like a yoga mat plus something else. Most of their yoga mats are like $88. And remember, I recommend the, hey Marissa, I recommend the Eco yoga mat. That's what I use. All right, so you guys ready to get started? If you have any questions, feel free to, I'll come back up here after the practice. You can ask any questions you have. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And you can also put the questions in the comments after the video's over. Hi, Becca. Thanks so much for joining. Thank you guys for hopping on. So I really would appreciate also if you wanted to write in the comments just how the practice made you feel, if any of the poses were tricky for you, or maybe if you learned something in a new way, maybe I described it in a new way. Anything like that would really be greatly appreciated. Hi, Casey. Thanks so much for hopping on. So you guys that just hopped on, you might want to go back and watch the replay of this later just to catch some of what I was talking about. But let's go ahead and begin our energizing yoga practice. Be sure to watch out for Vashisthasana or side plank because that's our pose of the day, okay? I have my little notebook here. I just don't want to forget anything. Okay, so let's start with our big toes touching, okay? Bringing the weight back towards the heels a little bit, gently squeezing the quads so you don't hyperextend the knees back, just a gentle squeeze of the quads, bringing the pelvis into neutral so we don't want the booty sticking out. Draw the navel towards the spine, lengthening the tailbone down. We know we have a neutral pelvis when the front hip bones are even to the back hip bones. Okay, so ground down into the feet, and then we'll come into half moon A. So ground down as you exhale. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand, And as you exhale, reach over, lean over. Ground down into the feet. Inhale, come up, switch wrists. Exhale, lean to the other side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let the arms float down. When you get halfway, flip the palms. Let's do that one more time. Ground down as you exhale. Inhale, reach up, grab your right wrist. Exhale, lean over, push your hips to the other side. Make sure not to close the chest. Stay open. Ground down as you inhale up, switch wrists. Exhale, lean the hips to one side, upper body to the other side. Inhale, come up, reach up with both hands, and then exhale, fold forward, bend the knees to make it easier. You do not need to touch the ground. Inhale, come halfway up to monkey pose. I forgot to put my hair in a ponytail. Exhale, bend your knees and step back to plank, top of a push-up. All right, so it's energizing practice. This is really going to wake you up. Let's just hold here, just for fun, just to get woken up. Push the heels back, draw the chest forward, shoulders back. Now, is your belly coming down? Probably. So lift your booty up a little bit, tuck your tailbone, chest forward, shoulders back. Woo, and then you really feel it. Inhale, push forward with the toes so the shoulders come past the wrists, knees down. Exhale, lower down, squeeze the elbows in. Try to get the chest to land first. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, draw the chest forward and up, pushing into the knuckles. Baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, try to lift the belly first. See if you can push up to the knees. That's really challenging, and I know that. It's okay. Exhale, lift the hips up and back into your first down dog. Let your head hang loose. Okay, so stay in your down dog. I'm just going to go over some of the alignment. You want to make sure that you're really pushing your knuckles down into the mat. So make sure that all your knuckles are pushing down. Don't let them pop up. And your pointer fingers are pointing straight forward. So you don't want the hands turned out nor turned in. Pointer fingers are pointing straight forward. Okay? And then your knees are bent a little bit so that you can really push into the knuckles and send the hips up and back. Shoulders are rolling away from each other, squeezing into the joints, forearms rolling in. Okay? Those are the most important. Now bend the knees, look forward, walk to the front of the mat, big toes touch, hands to the shins. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, come up with a flat back, palms touch. Exhale, let the arms come down to the sides, palms flip halfway. Breathe here. Now, anytime you kind of feel like you've worked some energy up to the surface or you feel like you can't get a deep breath, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just let it go. All right. Now, interlace your hands behind your back, neutral pelvis, so let the tailbone be heavy. Big shoulder roll and draw the hands away from the back. Try to bring the breath up into the rib cage and let the ribs expand in every direction with your breath. It's kind of challenging just to do that breath. Now switch the grip, switch your fingers. And again, bring the breath up. We're creating space here in the rib cage. The more we can take deeper breaths, the more energized and the more prana we're going to have in our body. So prana translates into energy. If you're not breathing, you're going to be pretty tired. Okay, ground down into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold, head hangs loose. You do not have to touch the ground. Inhale, halfway up to monkey pose, flat back, bend your knees. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, push forward. You can lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. All right, now interlace come all the way down, come up onto your elbows, interlace the fingers, curl the toes under, and then let's come to a modified plank. Pushing the heels back, tuck your tailbone, draw the chest forward, shoulders back, navel to spine. Make sure your booty's not up too high and it's not down. Switch the grip. So hold it 5. Don't hold your breath though. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Bring the hands right beside the chest so the fingertips should be behind your chest. Pushing the toenails into the mat. Inhale, chest forward and up. Stretching those abs that we just worked. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, push up to the knees. Try to do that as a straight line. Exhale, hips up and back. Back into downward facing dog. navel to spine, rolling the shoulders away from each other. Now bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, somehow get your right foot forward. So you can either swing it through or you can come down to the hands and knees, bring your right foot through. Okay, now let's keep the back knee lifted if possible. If you need to bring it down, that's fine as well. Right knee should be right on top of the ankle, not past. If you do have the back knee lifted, scoot the left foot back a little bit. Okay, either way, keep the left hand down, right hand to the right knee. Walk the right foot over about 3 inches. On your inhale, lengthen the spine, and on your exhale, twist. Try not to dump into the left hip. Try to keep your pelvis pretty neutral. On your inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Maybe you lift your right arm up. And release. You can come back to your down dog. Stay there. Take a resting pose, such as Vajrasana, or move through a vinyasa. You guys, just do what feels good for you. I know some of this might be a little bit too challenging for some of you, so just take a break when you need to. Move through the poses as it feels okay. Okay, a vinyasa is like this. Inhale forward, knees can come down. Exhale, down, elbows squeeze in. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, down, curl the toes under. Inhale, try to push up in a straight line to your modified plank. Exhale, hips up and back. So we've done a couple different kinds of modified plank, as you may have noticed. Now bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, however you can, bring your left foot through, low lunge. You can keep your back knee down or lift the back knee, scoot the right foot back, walk your left foot over a couple inches. Right hand stays down, left hand on the left knee. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, twist. Again, trying to keep the hips neutral. And release, downward facing dog. Try to move through a vinyasa if possible. Inhale, come forward to plank. Knees can come down. Exhale, down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, come to the knees. All right, exhale, shift the hips back. Okay, so now you guys, let's focus here and do first variation of Vashisthasana. Okay, now that we're a little bit warmed up, we've got our shoulders, they know that something's coming, we've been strengthening them already. All right, so I'll actually give you different variations here, but let's all start on the hands and knees. Bring your right hand out in front of you. Okay, so it's kind of like out just like it would be for down dog, but it's in the center of the mat. Right knee in line with the right wrist and extend your left foot back. Place it down on the mat. Now let your right foot fall behind you for a little kickstand so you don't fall over. Okay, if your right shin is in line with the rest of your body, it's going to be really easy to fall over. So just let your right foot fall back behind you. So now you should be in a straight line. Right wrist, right knee, left foot. Okay, stack the hips. And then this is a really nice side stretch. At the same time, you're really strengthening that bottom shoulder and arm. Don't bend the elbow. You could bring the top arm up. That's another variation. Or overhead. That's another variation as well. I really like this one. I think it feels really good in my side. But make sure not to close here. You keep the chest open. Okay, so stay there. Or, next variation, bring the left foot in front of you. Now push into that left foot. Lift this knee and shoot it back towards the back of the mat. Flex the foot. Notice I'm not on my ankle. My shin's not down. I'm on the very knife edge, it's called, of my foot. The whole side of the foot is down. Sometimes I'll see people do it and just that part of the foot's down or just that foot, the whole side of the foot. Okay, so look at your foot. Now lift your hips. Maybe even you come onto the ball of the front toe or front foot. That would be another variation. Another variation, stack the feet. Don't bend your elbow. Okay, so those are some different ways that you can take pictures and post them to social media, okay? Do some wrist stretches, cobra rolls like this. All right, other side. Left hand out in front. Left knees in line with the left wrist. Extend the right foot back. Let the left foot fall behind you like a little kickstand. Stack the hips. Chest is open. Don't dump into the bottom shoulder. Okay, you want to push into that left hand so you have a lot of space in between the left shoulder and the left ear. Top arm can come up, maybe overhead. Stay there, or hand to the waist. Bring your right foot in front. Push into that front and shoot the left foot back. So now your left hand, left foot is in line. Push into the ball of the left foot so that your ankle lifts away from the floor. Lift the hips up so you're kind of arcing. You're not like letting your hips come down. Lift up. Next variation, leg stack. All right, and then release. Inhale, come to your modified plank. Exhale, lower. Uncurl the toes. Interlace your hands behind your back. And then inhale, lift the legs and the chest. Turn the heels out a little bit. Exhale, come down. Interlace your hands the other way. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, push up. And then exhale, come back to seated. And cross your legs. Hold here. Here you want to make sure that you have a neutral pelvis. So your tailbone's not tucking under. Okay, you want to pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. If you need to sit up on something to find a neutral pelvis, please do that. There's no shame in using props. Okay, hands can be on the knees. Let's do Gyan Mudra, Mudra of knowledge. So bring the tips of the pointer finger and the thumb together. Open up the hands. Closing your eyes, chin parallel to the ground. Let's start to slow down the breath. So drawing the lower belly very slightly in and up, directing that flow of energy up. As you inhale, let the ribs and chest expand in every direction. And let's let the exhales get longer and longer. Slowing it down. So your exhales can now be longer than the inhale since we're not flowing. Notice how you feel. And let's see, your hips are kind of tight and you just want to hold here and kind of now come back up. Close your eyes. You can bring your hands back to your Gyan Mudra. Hold here. And again, just notice how you're feeling after your practice. Notice how your body's feeling, your mind, and your emotions. And circle your hands together in front of your heart into prayer. And let's close our practice with one Om. So Om, it's something that we can kind of all do together, which is nice. It creates unity and community. And it's just a way to show gratitude for the practice. And there's a few other meanings too, like beginning, middle, end, kind of like the trifecta, encapsulating kind of everything, past, present, future, etc. But let's close our practice and show gratitude with one Om. Take a deep breath in. And then you can bow your head, bow down to where it feels good for you. Bring your thumbs from your heart center up to your third eye, your forehead, acknowledging the energy that's within you, around you, connects us all together and never goes away. That energy within me acknowledges the energy within you. And I thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice this morning. Namaste. Or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching this. Hopefully you're not doing the energizing practice though in the evening. I would not recommend that. You can always do it, tomorrow if, you can do it for every day this week if you want to. But don't forget to take your picture. So I would suggest just to do it now. Okay, if you don't know how to do it, namaste. This is how you do it, you guys. Okay, you set up your camera, you take a video of yourself going through these different variations. Okay. Then after you're done doing that, stop recording, watch your video, take a screenshot. If you have an iPhone, what you're going to do is push the circle button at the bottom and the button on the side, the front right side at the same time. That's going to take a screenshot. Okay? So then you can post that picture. You can edit it on Facebook. You can do whatever you want. You can edit it on Instagram too, so that you can, chop out dirty clothes in the corner, whatever, whatever you've got going on in your living room or your space. Or take a picture of your yoga space. And again, I'll put everything that you need to post with it. You should put hashtag Yoga Reboot Challenge. Hashtag Yoga Reboot would be fine as well, or both. Tag me, Crystal Gray Yoga, at Manduka Yoga, at Herbivore Botanicals, and at Booty Box. All right, thank you guys so much. Good luck on the challenge, and I just want to see as many people participating as possible. And if you really don't want to post anything on Facebook or Instagram, post it in our group. Okay, that's totally fine. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Put any questions in the comments. All right, namaste.